Okay, so today we're gonna work on the app, right? This is a very cool app. I haven't really done serious videos on it, but I think I'm gonna start doing it now. Give me a sec. My webcam is just retarded. It keeps going off. I need to buy another webcam, so maybe sponsor, guys. Please sponsor the live stream. Donate. Um, yeah, we're just gonna work on it. I already have been working on it for a while. It's kind of sad that I haven't documented the journey, I would say, but we can look at some old pictures that I had saved on my Notion if fucking Notion wants to work. But it's pretty cool. It's already at a level that, at least here, I would say on the analysis page, I'm satisfied with. Like, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's basically just a trading app. Better Notion, I would call it. Give me 1 sec to look for a screenshot. So look how analysis was looking before. It's not such a huge difference, but it still is like a difference. It still is a difference, a significant difference. I mean, even here it didn't look bad. This is like a newer iteration, I would say. I don't know where I actually saved it. I know I saved it somewhere. Oh, not this one. This maybe? Yeah, look. How it used to look before. It used to look very shit. It's not like a drastic difference, but it's still like iteration, I would call it, an improvement. This page, I don't even think we had. Yeah. We had pictures of it. This is just analysis page. Oh, we had. So compare this to this, it still looks definitely better, I would say. Now we have a heat wave map. So if you've seen this trend with coding, like heat map, heat map, something like this, yeah, where you just track how consistent you've been. Yeah, this one. Something like this, but it looks way better on my app, I would say. So yeah, we have compared this to Notion though, like where I do my Notion, like that's what it really is comparable to. Because this app is built for traders. If you're not a trader, you probably no business using it, honestly. But compare how this looks, how whack this shit looks compared to this. Like, it's a huge difference, honestly. Visually, like, you cannot really have a dashboard here, or it's really hard to make, and you have to pay and bullshit and bullshit and bullshit in Notion. Yesterday I added this clean scroll animation that happens when you pop back up. We have a weekly view, but it still has a lot of work to go in, but it's gonna be pretty cool. So here you're gonna be able to see your trades like you do on prop firm dashboard weekly trades, I would say, or monthly trades. Month. Um, I would say top step dashboard. Yeah, something like this, you know. It's still whack though. I still feel like it's very whack. Like if we were to compare how this top step dashboard looks compared to what this is gonna be, well of course it's gonna have a monthly view. This is just the placeholder. I compare how this shit looks to how this is gonna look. Even this is very whack. It's still not visually enhanced or renovated, I would say. We can probably tell it, first thing I would tell it is apply view on design to weekly view. Same panel look, same visual style and effects, including background. Everything visually trade section, weekly view. So of course we're working with AI. It's like a huge advantage, bro. I can just tell it, okay, what to build. I don't have to worry with my code. I can just be focused on the app and it sounds, and not how to bring it to reality, which is like a huge thing. This we need to make it look better. I usually like to make a plan on what I like to do. I think that's just the best thing, bro. Like that's what I did last stream. It's just best to just make a plan, to know exactly like, okay, what I want to do. So in the table section, we can work on the animation. The animation feels a bit whack though. It's smoother on here. Yeah. So we can copy analysis page, animation that triggers when you navigate from day to week view. The animation of the content of the weekly section, weekly view that appears. We want to apply this animation to basically here. Like it's a very clean animation. I think we can have the same here. It just kind of triggers a bit late. I feel like, no, it feels like it triggers a bit late. Also, save this animation to V1, call it swipe animation or something. Oh yeah, make the animation and analysis page also trigger earlier. Earlier when you click weekly view. Do not change the animation duration itself. Don't make it faster, keep it same time, but make it trigger earlier. So we do not have for so long an empty space and on our screen. Save, make these changes, make these changes first before saving, before applying it to anything else, and save to V1. So we want the swipe animation. I wanted to trigger a bit earlier, but I like how it comes on the screen, and then apply it. Maybe here is gonna look good. Now also apply this animation to daily view on analysis page. Apply swipe animation V1 to analysis daily view. Boom. Apply it for both lines of pairs displayed for each section, but make them trigger at the same time. Same for monthly view, make each line trigger the animation and then trigger in sync. We need to make this pop more. The line on analysis page per card that gets displayed based on the button you press inside the card. Make it glow a bit more and bigger. Not huge difference. Make a subtle change, but make it pop more. Slightly more. Okay. Good. Then what we will need to fix the cursor definitely, but I'm just too lazy to do that right now. And then when other we want it displayed, we want it on these components. I want the swipe animation to be to be triggered on trade section page for the dashboard elements except heat wave map consistency, width rate, average R, average score, total growth. Animate the line using the same V1 swipe animation we just created, I guess. Weekly view the same. Weekly view content the same. Apply the animation. Two lines, weekly consistency and weekly overview. Components. The fuck am I saying? Components trigger at the same time. Not lines trigger at the same time. Monthly view, we're not gonna work it. I wanna kind of work a bit on the animation. Let's just see what it does. It's interesting to see how it thinks sometimes. Let's see how it does with the animation, but it's this really smooth one that we have here. I want it kind of on almost everything. I want it here. I want it here. We see what we're gonna do. This white line we need to fix. It kind of looks weird. I feel like the kind of the table itself has like a nice look, but and we still don't have the particle background. Yeah, we do. It's kind of subtle though. Let's see what it does. It thinks very, very fast. Kind of takes a while lately to. We can maybe play some League, I guess, but I don't know if I want to play League. What other game can I play that doesn't take fucking time? That can be just paused. Okay, but in the meantime, while it does that shit, we can think about the next steps, I guess, what I want to do. Maybe dashboard, I'm gonna start working soon on it, but we can start working on the dashboard, I guess. The thing is functionality, like for example, the table view, it doesn't look like it, and I genuinely don't know what to do and how to make it look better right now, so I'm kind of like stuck here. I kind of want to be able here to pretty much just do your analysis, not gonna lie. So you come here, basically we have two templates for now. You come, this is mine, this is what I'm gonna use and what's gonna be on the app as well if you want to use it. And we also have a default, but on my template, when you create, you get 4 pairs, right? And save trades from these 4 pairs. Okay, let me journal. I can have multiple trades on these pairs, so sometimes if I want to create, I can create another trade, and yeah, I just come here, I type, okay, like what happened, I broke my rules, man. It's still bugged, it's very bugged, but we're gonna fix it. It still has like a cool animation, so that's interesting. See, like the text input animates as I'm typing, so that's a good feature that I want to keep, but it's very, very buggy. And here we can respect, okay, I check my rules or not, and then you're gonna have consistency. but the formula doesn't work because it should adjust based on how much trades you add. You know what I mean? Now it's kind of like weird. It divided it by 5. So if I come here and remove, oh yeah, nice. Okay, so let's say I didn't have trades on these, and then let's say I had like two. Yeah. So this is a formula that pretty much calculates how consistent you've been on respecting your rules, and then that's what is going to be displayed here. How consistent have you been in respecting your rules? Here we should, when we remove these, see it, the data just doesn't transmit correctly because we just remove the trade. Let's say we remove. Oh, it does show no trade. We're gonna see. It doesn't animate. it's it has a good swipe, but the elements themselves don't animate. You see what I mean? Like it has a good swipe, which is very smooth actually. Like it's pretty smooth. These are weird. These are behaving weird here when we're it's not bad though. It kind of did a weird. So this one has like that subtle pop. Like each element is slightly offset to animate in. Right here we don't have it, which I wanted to have it. Let's see what it did to just remember. Did we make her make any change? Maybe here. Oh, these animate good. See, these one kind of animate good. Let's see these don't. It's weird. To some of them, it applied the component transition. So you did a right job in copying the V1 swipe transition, but you kind of did it inconsistently across my demands. Um, Weekly view, which is source for V1 swipe animation from analysis section, has a slight offset in the way components animate on the screen. You animated the swipe itself, but not added components animation. Check weekly section. Notice the difference. Notice the animation for that offset. Um, See, so it kind of, it's weird. They kind of did it inconsistently. Yeah, this is gonna be a cool section. I really want to make this before like the first release of the app. Is yeah, the puzzles. It's basically like chess puzzles. You know what I mean? But with trading and it be like genuinely like nice scenarios from backtesting. Where it would ask you like, for example, do you buy here? Boom. No, that's the wrong choice because then it prints. Because price just stopped you out. It was too early. Boom. Would you re-enter here? And then again. And kind of like earn XP off it. I want to be able to earn XP of pretty much using the app. So like completing your analysis. Boom. Right. You earn XP and then that XP is gonna turn into these ranks. Which is gonna be pretty cool for usage. I don't know about pricing. I do know it should be like a free version here. 100% I'm gonna leave a free version, but yeah. It's just planning right now. Kind of keeps thinking. I think the user wants me to replace the exit with. No, I don't want you to do that. Stop, 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 stop. Now I have to scroll 10,000 fucking million. What the fuck? How long is this shit, bro? Oh. Copy the already present animation of the components and analysis page, weekly view, update it in V1 and apply it to the all the other components as asked. Now do that shit, bro. What the fuck? Close enough, bro. I don't want to see anymore how he thinks. He keeps saying like, this is close enough to what the user wants. It's not exactly what the user wants, but it's close enough. This is getting complicated. That's like, yeah. Wrap the rings in stagger and wrap each day ring in stagger item. Remove the day ring container of opacity scale. I don't know, bro. I think it's React what it's coding in, if I'm not mistaken. I know it has div class name, so that, yeah, I think it's React. It's 100% React though. Or, yeah, it's React. Let's see what it does. I'm curious. It's kind of fun, not gonna lie. It's fun, like, keep tinkering and experimenting like this. I don't know. I think I've always liked making websites. But I didn't like coding. That was like pretty much it. Ooh, okay. Ooh, yeah, that's cleaner, bro. Finally. Ooh, okay, that's cleaner. It's kind of, isn't it repetitive though? I don't know. It feels a bit repetitive. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when wouldn't it make sense when you're swiping left to have like the animation trigger from the right? No? Or am I tripping? Like, okay, it makes sense for the anime, but then when you're going back, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so now let's work on animation more. I want you to how the fuck do I say it? Reverse the orders in which components start animating. Now the animation, now they start from left. I want you to make an animation and save it to V1 where it starts from right. Exact animation as V1 swipe, but starting from the right. Save it to V1 swipe, swipe, keywords, swipe, right, swipe left. Now I want this animation to be applied when at this condition is when on analysis page and trades page when we navigate the group of buttons day, week, month, when we go back only, for example, from week view to day view, swipe left triggers. When we drive back from month view open to week view, then day view, the animation happens. Only when we navigate backwards from right to left. Then do not change previous navigation when we're going from left to right, day view to week to month. Keep it the same, only change on the specific condition. I feel like I would like to adjust, for example, when we're swiping up to have like a different animation, have like, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but then when you're navigating, doesn't it feel wrong, or am I tripping? Let's see, I'm curious if it feels right or wrong. I did call it text input, so I'm probably gonna put it like animations, because we started working on animations. It was more fun for me to work with animations, so I'm gonna name it to animation, I guess. You know what I mean? So instead, when we're navigating back from month button to week to day, I want the animation to kind of trigger from the right. When we swipe left, it makes the same. When we go right, it makes sense for this animation. But when we go back, doesn't it feel wrong? Or am I tripping? I don't understand. I need to see first if it feels wrong or not. This is pretty good though. I like this. Again, I like how it animates first, but then when we go back, shouldn't animate for the opposite side. It's kind of like, I don't know, law of physics, I guess. The puzzles are gonna be so fucking cool. Look how clean this shit animates. Look at this shit, bro. Now imagine like generally having this playable unfinished, like definitely better. I'm gonna see how many puzzles I can create. Like this is gonna be so fucking cool to have. But the only like doubt I have is, I don't know, like the app is just not, I don't know, not gonna be good enough to use in terms of functionality of you, like for example really spending your time to journal here. I think that confidence or that lack of confidence comes from the fact that I've been focusing more on like the visual aspect. I mean, it kind of makes sense, honestly. I feel like it's not bad. I think it's still working on it, but it's not bad to look like this. It makes more sense to navigate like this. You know what I mean? It's decent. It's not bad. I will probably keep it. I wouldn't want, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, since you already saw, like, navigated there, when you go back, I don't want that shit to happen. I feel like it's decent now. Yeah, and it does trigger faster, which is better. So then what I would want to work on this animation. So when we navigate, right? When we navigate from the nav bar to one of these options, I want the same concept to be used. When we, it's like how we would scroll, right? Almost feel like we would scroll, and when we click here, feeling like we would just scroll back to this place. My webcam keeps fucking disconnecting. What a fucking retard webcam, bro. Okay. More, let's worry more. So let's try and talk to it. When we navigate from the the nav bar, from analysis page to trades page, I want the animation of the components to change. When we click from analysis to trades, I want the components to be animated on a vertical, right? Like a, how the fuck do I say this? On the vertical. Yeah. Not the stagger effect that we currently have applied. In a sense, add exceptions to the stagger animation to when we navigate from the nav bar. When we it's better to type from analysis to trades. All components should have like a swipe up, no? Yeah, swipe up animation, similar to what we have on scroll inside trades page. Vertically smooth to almost feel like you just feel like you just scrolled to the next section. We'll see what it does. Similar to how Lessons has. Lessons has a decent. Similar to how Lessons has animation, but better, way better than that. Smoother, blurred out components, eased in, eased in. Yeah. Let's see what it does. I should actually. It's choppy. I don't know. It feels like it kind of lags as well. And we also, if you didn't notice, it's like a very subtle thing. Like Trade Journal, for example, our headers from our pages. It's gonna animate. It's gonna glitch from time to time. That's a cool detail. Maybe here we can add like a. It would be nice actually, because I feel like the screen is pretty static. No. Ooh, that was kind of smooth. Nah, I mean. Ooh, okay, so this is cool. It still chops a bit. It's not bad actually. But I don't want the components to be staggered though. You know what I mean? This is pretty smooth though. The scroll is pretty smooth, I'm not gonna lie. I don't look at the changes you just made. Only work on the affected components that we talked about. I don't want the animations to have a stagger effect, them being offset, and components print one by one slightly offset. I want the line to be in sync, all components print at the same time and trigger the animation. Also, again, create a swipe up animation to v1, which is gonna be the opposite of what swipe down currently is. When we navigate backwards from trades to analysis or puzzles to lessons, content of the page should animate how trades page scroll up animation is inspirational, not identical. On trigger. Okay. Then apply it. Oh, I did say that, no? And apply it to when we navigate upwards from social section to analysis. Don't not touch the how much credits did we use? Not bad. But usually you definitely wanna type more because I think you consume less credits. But yeah. It's still staggered. It's like a lag. See, like I click, it's like a 1 second lag almost until it clicks. I want this to be smooth, bruh. I want this to be smooth. They should animate down, they still animate up. See? The puzzles is very clean. I really love the puzzles. How it looks. It has like huge potential. ChatGPT was telling me to somehow, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna transmit the AI or like the values of candles. Like how the fuck do you call them? Like low, open, close, high. Transmit them to the AI and then it replicates candles based on the data. So for example, I cannot just paste, right, a screenshot from TradingView and tell it like to base 44 like this and then replicate this, because it's not really gonna have accuracy. But we'll see how I'm gonna do this. I'm pretty excited to work on that. I would much rather work first on puzzles. I have to work on all of these pretty much until like the app is not gonna get released until I finished all these sections. It's not bad, but it still has a weird. It still has the swipe animation, the components. Like it has like a weird swipe. See, it kind of comes from here for some reason. There is a lag always when clicking on any section on the nav bar. Every time I click, let's say on trades, there's like a 0.5 1 second lag before it navigates there. This is really bad user experience. Please find out and fix it. Also, it's still. Am I tripping or it still doesn't change? I don't know if I'm tripping or not. I'm trying to think. Like my brain is almost crashing right now. Like if the animation triggers properly, but yeah. The puzzles is gonna be really fucking cool. So let me try and like I don't know like understand how a swipe up and swipe down animation works. Let's say this is our top, or yeah, we just want to navigate. So shouldn't it navigate like this? So for example, we can use just scroll animation. So when, for example, we scroll down, right, the animation should come towards us, not down. I don't know, my brain is crashing. My brain is crashing on trying to understand how a swipe down animation versus a swipe up animation works. How does the content um, appear on the screen in a sense? When we go down, does it appear? Does it move? Does the next page move up or down, and same for swipe up. On swipe down, it should come up. This is, yeah, this is the opposite. This should be when we navigate down. When we navigate backwards, okay. The current animation for direction of navigation on the navbar is oh fuck. Um the current animation that moves content when we navigate down the navbar from analysis to social. See what it does. And my brain almost crashed, like trying to understand at what side this content like come. I'm gonna see what it does. I also need to fix this. It's buggy, and it needs to fix the lag. Like this lag is very annoying. I should also think about how the fuck am I gonna do these puzzles. Like how am I gonna transmit data, like for example from this chart to AI and then put it here and then make puzzles. Yo, I got that shit, bro. I'm him. This is Head and Shoulders. Pow, pow, pow. Oh my god, I'm on a fucking winning streak. Bo. Now what the fuck is this? what, what is this shit, bro? Ascending. How the fuck is this an ascending triangle? The app is getting worked on, sadly. No, you fucked up my progress, bro. Rising. Fuck. It was. What the fuck? It's kind of nice, but it needs obviously to have like better. I don't know. Not candle fucking patterns. Like generally have like trades and shit. Does it still trigger the same or am I tripping? Content moving down, you fucking bastard. Now it navigates well when we go back. Bro, when we navigate from social to analysis, content should animate. Up or oh no, down. How bad? It's animating up as the it's animating up. It should animate swipe up from you want content moving down. Down. Fuck you, bro. It's working fine when we navigate lower, but this is weird because it kind of has this. And then when we navigate, it should navigate down, no? Finally, bro. Finally, bro. It was so hard for you, right? Now it's navigating up, now it's navigating down. But it's still laggy though. It's laggy on trades always. Like let's see if we navigate. Yeah, it's not laggy on the other one. I feel like always on trades. The lag always happens on trades section for some reason. Also, does the older content? Yeah. The analysis land page has no the trades, my bad. The trades land page has like a weird left animation stagger. I don't want that to happen when we click when we navigate to trades section from the nav bar. It should content should only move vertically when we navigate from nav bar. So we kind of worked on animations a bit. I guess yeah, it definitely is better. It always lags here, bro. Always on trades. Fix the lag, please. Lag, please. What can we do more than that? We can probably start working on I guess either animation or either puzzles. Or either like functionality of like the apps. Like actually using it. I feel like I don't know how to make this and I'm getting stuck here. Maybe I'm gonna brainstorm a bit. What do I actually want to do here to like make it, I don't know, feel premium, bro. Its functionality is there, honestly, but I really want to just make it better to be used. And we're gonna see. I don't know the text input. That's the only thing. I don't know how to make this better. I need to work on making a smooth experience, honestly. Either that, if we get stuck on that, and I don't know what to make here and how to do, we either have the option of doing the dashboard. We have like 3 topics we can think about. This, it just looks horrible. Like this is not made. This needs to be completed. So dashboard, which is gonna be like pretty fucking cool. You're gonna be able to place trades, or like in a sense like pin trades that we've had. Yeah, like pin trades pretty much. It's gonna be fucking cool as fuck. Like let's say you have your best trades, you can just pin them here and you get them visually, and you can put statistics and customize and reorient how you want your trade section to look like. Dashboard, maybe also have like an avatar. I was thinking about that. So yeah, it would be pretty cool to have like an avatar. And like lessons I would just skip. Like the next part would be puzzles, which we can work on. It's gonna be really fucking cool. Like puzzles, I feel like it's such a good idea. I don't think there's anywhere where puzzles is like legitimately applied, right? So this is huge. We want to focus on these. I think first we want to focus. We don't really want to focus on lessons much. I feel like maybe right before. I don't think lessons is necessarily such an. We would need to focus on then developing the system. So they don't need. I would move these puzzles here. Maybe remove lessons, but I would move. I would probably move puzzles higher. Then have dashboard. Then have this. Then have this. But we have a lot of work to do on the text inputs. These are, yeah, I would say text inputs mostly, like functionality wise. These pages need help. So text inputs, text inputs, and then I'm gonna try and copy this. So I kind of like, I'm trying to make an idea on what exactly are the chapters that I need to work right now. You know what I mean? I would say like this. These are gonna be text inputs. That's pretty much it. Functionality. This is gonna be like a complete build in a sense. Complete build. It's not even worth, like dashboard is gonna be a complete build, and almost puzzles being a complete build. Lessons in this we don't really want to focus. I would much rather focus then on leveling system. Yeah, but we want to have at least puzzles. Lessons, I don't know exactly if I want to go through the hurdle. It would be cool to have them. This is it's very functionality heavy, I would say. Like inputs, it's very functionality heavy, and redesign. This is gonna be pretty much customization, visual, how do I say, display of items. I don't know why I'm saying that. Of course, like visual, practical is not going to be that hard. This is data transmission. how the fuck am I gonna do that, right? How am I gonna transmit data? Yeah. And visual adherence. Navigation. This is gonna be like a key fucking feature, like these puzzles. It's probably something like very, very new. Like, let's say, like journaling and making your analysis you've seen before, but puzzles, we never really seen that before. I don't think I did. And then we want to work, of course, on ranks and XP. The plants have no place here, though. We need to remove that and focus on this, which is gonna be pretty much like XP system. It's kind of again like functionality heavy. Ranks display. I think on dashboard we should have like a like rank, maybe like the rank to be displayed on your dashboard. It would be pretty cool if you think about it, like having like a picture here, like a big header. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? Like I saw this. I think I saw it yesterday on Pinterest. I really looked a lot and just trying to get in like inspiration and shit. But I think it was on my phone, sadly. I would search solo leveling design system. I don't know. Solo leveling. How the fuck do I call it? Tracker. Oh yeah, like something like this. Something like this. It would be. Oh damn, this is hard actually. How the fuck do I? Oh. Oops. But I saw one with like a cool profile and shit. That was like kind of like centered. You know what I mean? This would be like a cool fucking like icon to get. Yeah, I think this was it. Yeah. Something like this maybe in the dashboard would be pretty fucking cool. Having like definitely having kind of like stats almost. Wouldn't that be cool? That you level up. This would be consistency. This would be, I don't know. Level, definitely we're gonna have level, we're gonna have ranks. Probably streaks as well, based on how many days you've been consistent. Probably gonna save this to somewhere for inspiration. I think I already have one, yeah, here. Have like a Something like this, I would imagine it looks pretty cool. Yeah, your dashboard to have in a sense, yeah, utilizing your profile. But then what would be profile? I mean, this can be other things like you can have your statistics maybe here, but yeah. So this, in a sense, I don't know. Well, it definitely would be pretty cool to use like this fucking section. I'm thinking of having like a very very similar section on the page. On yeah. Oh, yeah. This looks pretty good as well. I'm gonna save this as well. Scale points. Is that a good idea to introduce it? I don't think so. But yeah, rank. I don't know what this is. Maybe you can have analysis, consistency, execution, consistency. Oh, that would be cool things to track, honestly. Like I don't want to really reinforce. I talked with GBT about this, and initially I kind of wanted to think about reinforcing like results and really celebrating results in a sense. You know what I mean? But I realized that, and he kind of advised me on this, is to make the app reward process consistency, not results. You know what I mean? So instead of rewarding, oh my god, you had an 80% win rate, reward consistency, such as consistency in making your analysis, consistency in executing your rules, consistency in breaking down PA, consistency in puzzles, right? Like that's gonna be like way more cool actually. Like how consistent you are in your habits. That's what you're flexing. You're not flexing um, results. Results are just a byproduct, right? It would be pretty fucking cool. So I'm gonna try and do this as well and just paste it. But this wouldn't this like be your yeah. I would wanna definitely in dashboard introduce something like this. That's what I was thinking, not gonna lie. Maybe even not necessarily the full screen. Maybe you can have like two trades pinned here. It would be pretty cool to imagine like having, let's say we just save this because I don't think the other stuff are necessary. Say we just save the avatar here in the middle, like kind of like a big icon. Having yeah some stats around and then just having like pins. I would actually do this separately. Let's try and design how we're gonna want this to look. So kind of like this. Maybe have some like little text here to display blah blah blah. I would not keep it the whole screen though. I would like to keep it like centered, but I don't know what can you fucking put here. Maybe like a background. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, no? A customizable background. And then here you just have, let's say, trades one. And then let's say you have like a really clean trade here. And then you can display statistics if you want to say 100% million win rate with boom, like, you get what I mean? 75 with win rate, my best setup ever, and have like, just have like multiple layouts possible, honestly. But to show like general statistics, you know what I mean? Maybe have like you can display your heat wave, maybe if you want, right? Heat wave. This is how consistent I've been lately, and this be a page that others can view. I think that's just so good because on dashboard you have the customization and you have the freedom of like putting there what you really want, not like your whole journal. I was thinking about at some point, um, yeah, Yeah, being able to view each other's, for example, trades, right, journal. But I think on dashboard, you're gonna be able to show trades if you want to. For example, let's say on trades you pinned, it would be pretty cool to have the option of okay, view trading journal and see like the whole in-depth process. Or you can even maybe link more trades here. You know what I mean? And let's say you can pin, you can say okay, this is my classic setup, see more trades with my, and this gonna be like a lot with trades you select, you know what I mean? This would be pretty fucking cool to have something like this. And here you have the chart. I mean, that's a layout I would go for now. It's more like a dashboard, it's not gonna be a lot of text though. But this is gonna be also a good case to use your ranks, right? Like ranks are gonna appear here, so it's gonna be motivating for you to have a good rank and good statistics because they're gonna show here and other people can view your dashboard, right? And you wanna display how cool you are and what rank you have. You're of course gonna have like a level, let's say 70, I don't know why 71, and you're also definitely one thing that I do want to add is with the XP system is adjustable like border. You know what I mean? Like adjustable border like League has, for example. That would be so fucking cool, bro. To do that shit. I would, yeah, I think dashboard is just fun work right now, and then I would go into puzzles, and then probably later on, like really last, let's say, couple of meters, I'm gonna start focusing hard on functionality because I know it matters a lot, but I know it's just like not fun at all, and I kind of wanna. I'm more efficient if I work what is fun for me on rather than trying to brute force my way through functionality right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is gonna be really cool. I think this is gonna what I'm gonna work on, and of course, like it's useful because you're displaying your profile, you're displaying your ranks, and you're displaying what you choose. Like I think inevitably I'm gonna have analysis, execution, and what is other than that, and puzzle consistency. I think they're gonna be like a three stats that are inevitably gonna be here, right? Three stats, maybe three process stats, and then you can showcase results if you want. It's gonna be pretty cool. Dashboard's gonna be cool. Puzzles is gonna be cool. I wouldn't really do lesson consistency because it's hard to be. And then from here, yeah, from here, let's say you wanna, this is your friend, right? Boom, you wanna click it. You wanna view him. I would keep like, I wouldn't keep a, we can keep a leaderboard, yeah, for how consistent you've been and highest level and things like that. It would be pretty cool to like compete. It would be cool to have prizes, not gonna lie, for people that are consistent. Like I don't know, like first two, let's see, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go with stats though, because stats are anyway something that you can really easily cheat. I think this is gonna be an app for pretty much journaling, like very process related and very consistently related, not really caring much about like, yeah, for example in the trade section we're gonna have data that is useful because it helps you to journal, but not be very process oriented, very results oriented. It's gonna be more around the process itself, even ranks. Yeah, I think it's just a good idea to have ranks reinforcing good habits and process discipline, right? And that's how you're gonna start climbing the ladder. Let's see we have bigger ranks in the future, right? Based on consistency, based on things like that, and rewards, and maybe even, yeah. For example, instead of these having analysis, yeah, this consistency, not stats, right? And then yeah, then from here you can come boom, you can click view profile, and then you're gonna be redirected back to like that person's. That would be so cool, bro. Such a cool idea to be redirected to that person's dashboard where you can see the things that he chose to, his best traits maybe, because you can pin your best traits here, and things you want to share, right? Maybe your journals around them if you want to share. It's gonna be pretty cool. The app is already like taking pretty good development. It's, I think, yeah, this is just the base idea. This is what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna have only like six sections now, but it already is very tedious. I'm curious if people are really gonna fucking use it. That's one thing. If it's generally appealing to use this app, I would say so. Honestly, I would want to generate a lot of puzzles for people to actually, I don't know, be fun to do. I'm curious how many puzzles can I create. That's the thing. Because I don't know. How can I train good habits? Because, for example, yeah, it's just, I'm not gonna think about it yet. It's just too hard to think. Yeah, in community, here in social, you can see the leaderboard, you can see people, you can probably have like an add friend, 100% you're gonna have an add friend feature. There's gonna be just like top ranks, definitely gonna have a leaderboard. Then, let's say friends, or not, leaderboard, friends, and posts, in a sense, where people just kind of like share what they, you know what I mean? Like posts here, post section. It's cool, bro. People can meet each other, right? It's that's the cool part. I think this is another like very subtle reason why this app can be great, bro. Because this place, for example, where I kind of build like a mini social media for the traders that are using this app, will bring traders together, right? Okay, maybe I saw a post from one of the users of the app, so right, from a person that's interested in the process, that's doing the work, that's doing analysis, that's generally in love with the process. You can meet like-minded people, like non, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good filter because journaling is a huge part of trading, and yeah, you can, it brings people together, right? The app can bring people together. They can meet up here. Oh my god, I saw your post about, for example, I don't know, IVGs. I really like that. What's your Discord? And then they can see each other dashboards and be pretty cool, right? Of course, I think later on, I'm not gonna like, it's what the fuck was I thinking? Yeah, I don't know what was I thinking. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, especially the puzzles part. I really am excited to work on this, but it's I don't know, it's hard. I don't know yet how to exactly do it. But we'll figure it out. But it's gonna be really fucking cool to have that shit to legitimately like view your profiles, bro. Like, this is gonna be the dashboard, and then from social here, you can find out people, or maybe like even your friend. Like, you click on him, and then you go view profile, and then it's gonna bring you back to this pretty much. Like, where he has ranks, where he has consistency. Okay, how consistent was I in journaling my trades and making my analysis, and also like probably win rate and stuff like that, like if you want to show it. And here's the best trades here. That's gonna be really cool. But dashboard, we need, that's the next step I gotta work on. And yeah, puzzles, this is gonna be cool, but I want to do like a big batch, bro, because I feel like this is supposed to like be almost like a warm-up routine, honestly, right, for you. Like, okay, let me warm up, like the same I would used to do in puzzles in chess. Yeah, play puzzles before your, like, you know what I mean. But the question is, how the fuck do I do that? I'm probably gonna start working soon on the dashboard, not gonna lie. I think trades is in a good state. I just need to fix this, fix the lag. Analysis is in a good state, at least like as a big basis. It's in a good state. We need to work on functionality and inside the text inputs, but that's probably something I'm gonna work later on. We're gonna go with dashboard lessons and then start like maybe really working on functionality, and the last thing we're gonna add XP system. These are gonna be the steps. So you're gonna see I'm gonna take a small break, and I don't know, would I keep working on it right now? Maybe later on, honestly. Maybe later on make like start working on the dashboard. That's the plan. Now I kind of have a vision of okay, what has to be done and what I want to work on, and it's definitely gonna be the dashboard. And yeah, it's gonna be so fucking cool to display borders, right? That's the thing. Also, I would say yeah, rank borders. So how the fuck do I make this pop more? Okay. I will try and do like a small sketch. So I remember like exactly what I'm supposed to do. Level. I think the best idea is to stack components and then make them customizable. I'm gonna try and make like a base heat wave, let's say. Heat wave trade best trades. Best trade. Let's put 2 trades here. Oh, why the fuck does he have a border, bro? I feel like I still need these though. I'll probably just create a component like dump in a sense. Dump. Okay, heat wave trade panel. This is gonna be created. Dashboard elements. Win rate. I don't know what other fucking things you want. RR, whatever. Dashboard elements, trade table, highlighted, pinned. So I want to be able to basically pin trades visually and pin trades like this and add dashboard elements. So let's think about actually like functionality. Pin trades, screenshot and data if you want to. Pin dashboard elements, and that's pretty much it. No? Oh yeah, I forgot to add that this is gonna be like a cover. And What other shit can you do in the fucking mostly customization and display of items, either trades. Yeah, I think it's not even worth necessarily making the functionality of. It's gonna be so complicated trying to make the option of you being able to pin trades. Same as here. Pin different trade. Yeah, like let's say you have like a button, it's the simplest pin. Pin different trade, then you enter, let's say you have like a settings button here where you enter and you can move content around. Maybe you can also have an equity curve, like yeah, dashboard elements pretty much. It's gonna be a dashboard, cause it is a dashboard, bruh. Am I tripping? Of course it's gonna be dashboard elements. But it's gonna be also your rank and your profile highlighted at the top, and other than that it's dashboard elements and being able to highlight trades that you want to highlight. And you can also highlight your journal. What else could you highlight? Maybe even, yeah, it would be cool to even highlight links to okay analysis of the trade, then trade journal, then we'll see. Oh, I think I'm live streaming this, but it doesn't matter. I don't know exactly. Probably later on. Maybe I'm gonna make another stream. Maybe I'm gonna start doing content about it. I feel like it will kind of be retarded if I don't start doing content and I don't start like, I don't know, like genuinely documenting it and having like a separate TikTok separated. I think it would be a good thing to start. I don't know, like kind of showcase the journey, I guess. I think it would have been a good thing to do from the start, honestly.